Yo, what's up everybody? Holy Nice with you here, bringing you Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon? Anime review. This is episode 2 titled The Sun God, or Danmachi for short, for anyone who knows that by that name. But this episode was straight fire, and I'm talking about as the title states, Sun God. It basically states this whole episode is about Apollo. And I wanted to give a disclaimer before I start the review. I forgot to mention in my last week episode, it was kind of hinted off that something has happened in the past between Apollo and Heista. And it's funny because this episode began with that comment. And Apollo was like, I remember Heista when we was in heaven and you was always by my side. And Heista replied with, stop lying. You know I dumped you, or I was never with you, or something like that. And then she tells Belle, let's go. So they storm out the party, and then we get like a time skip to the next morning, and Belle's preparing to leave to the dungeon. And as he's leaving, and Hestia's like waving, bye to him, or walking him out the door, he realizes that they're surrounded by nothing but warriors from the Apollo family. And through the whole episode, it's basically Belle picking up Heistia, running, and everyone in the Apollo family is attacking him. There's a couple of times that Belle stops to fight back to slow them down, and then he picks up Heistia and they run off again. But this continues for a good while until he meets that guy again from the bar from episode 1, the one that beat him down real quickly. And they fight again, and again Belle gets beat down by this guy. But this guy is not going full force, and he's basically cutting up Belle. And he states to Belle, it's unfair that Apollo wants you. I gave him my everything and my all, and yet he rejects me, and it's not fair. And you can tell that he's really, really jealous that Apollo wants him badly. And he states that, I don't think Apollo will mind if you're missing an arm or a leg or two. He can just re-heal you. And he goes to finish the finishing blow on his arms and stuff and limbs. And this animal chick, she looks like Lilith, but older. She comes out and she's a sniper, and she's on a rooftop, and she's sniping them by these steel arrows. And this gives Heistia the chance to pick up Belle and leave. And as they leaving, this guy was like, no point of me following you. You barely hurt. You can't run away. You can't do nothing. I let the rest of my underlings handle you, and he just dips. And as Belle gets surrounded by the other underlings, we get Wolf, Lilith, and they come by to help. And they're not alone. They also bring up the 3 ninjas. Mikato, I think his name is Vai, the big husky dude with the battle axe, and the other chick that's with them that he likes, the little girl with the long, short black hair. And they help out as well. And we see Mika. Mika's there as well, and he gives this blue potion of Belle, and all his wounds close and stuff, and he rejuvenates. And they tell Belle and Heistia, just run. We got this for you. And as they continue to run, and everyone's fighting for Belle and all, we get Wolf and Lily fighting these guards. And these guards have a weird symbol on their clothes, and it's basically like a golden chalice with a moon. Now we know we've seen this symbol maybe once or twice in season 1. Certain characters had this, and we don't know what family or organization they come from, but apparently everyone who noticed the symbol gets freaked out. And during the fight, Lilith gets confronted by someone named Zimi-sama, and she freaks out when she sees him, and she tells Wolf, tell Belle that I'm sorry, but he will never see me again. I'm going back to my old family. And she dips with this guy. And Wolf was like, what the heck is going on? You just gonna leave me here? So, Wolf finishes his fight, and he goes to hunt down Belle. And as Belle continues to run, they get trapped in this waterway system. And Heistia, being best girl as always, she's funny because she tells Belle, we only have 2 choices. Either fight to the death against a battle that we can't win, or run away to another country outside Oria. What do you want to do? Wherever you go and wherever you choose, I'm going to follow you. And he was like, really? And she's like, yeah, really. She's like, Belle, I like you a lot. How do you feel about me? And it's funny because she's taking this opportunity to try to force Belle to bring out his emotions and say that he loves her. And instead, he comes out of nowhere and he was like, I respect you a lot. And And she gets upset. And she's like, that's not the answer I want. And she screams at him. And then everyone finds out their location because of her screaming. And she gets really upset. And she's like, damn it, they messed up our moment. And then she says something weird to Belle. This whole point of them running away was them to run to the north, to where the guild hall is at for safety. Because supposedly there's no fighting in the guild hall. But then she tells Belle to go southwest. And he was like, but the guild's north. She's like, I don't care, go southwest. And we found out where they went. They basically went to Apollo's house. And she's like, Apollo, I know you're home. Open up your gates. So the gate opened and we see a whole bunch of his guards on both sides leaned up, as a hallway for them to walk by. And when they get in front of the house, the door opens and Apollo comes out with a smirk. And he's like, I didn't expect you to visit me today. And Heista turns to her left and she looks at this little kid. And he's not a little kid, but he's a guy who's short. If you remember, he's the guy from the first episode that Belle beat up. But somebody hurt him more and they named Belle for it. Well, that guy was there. And Heista was like, you, give me your glove. And he got scared, so he gave him, Heista the glove. And she took the glove and she slapped Apollo with it in the blaze. She didn't really slap him. She did it worse. She actually threw it in his face and you heard like the slap mark when it hit him because it's plastic. And he was like blushing. And she was like, this is what you wanted. Fine, I accept your challenge for the war game. And when she says this, he starts to blush more and he screams out, yeah, everybody, she accepted. And we see all these different gods come out from the windows and the bushes, behind the water fountain and all these other weird places. And all these different gods just come out screaming and they're just happy and cheering again that finally the war game got accepted and is about to go on. And Apollo states, I'm going to talk to the other gods to, set up the rules and regulations. I'll let you know about it later. And he just walks in the house as the door closes on him. But he's happy because he got what he wants, which is a war game with the Heista family, which is kind of cheating because technically he has his own little unit / army. Heista is only her one child, which is Belle, so it's really unfair. It's one versus many, or one versus an army, I guess you can say. But Heista did tell Belle, you have to train real hard. I'm going to try to buy you enough time as I possibly can, but you have to get stronger than anyone that we faced today, stronger than all of them combined. You have to just get stronger, Belle. She said, I know you can, I believe in you. And he felt happy. And as they're having this conversation while leaving Apollo's house, Wolf meets up with them and he tells them the bad news, that Lilith got captured by someone from her family. And he realizes that this is going on, and he's talking to Wolf that the guy that he fought that's higher than a level than him earlier with the ponytail, but I always forget his name. I think it's Hisfima. I'm just gonna call him Hiss. Hiss was on top of the clock tower of the Apollo family, just looking down on him, and walks away with a smile. And this upsets Belle greatly, but Hestia tells him we can't do nothing right now except train and get stronger. But I promise you, when this is over, we go save her. So the last scene of the episode is basically Belle runs to the Loki family, and he's trying to go into the family gate to talk to Ainz, but there's two guards not allowing him to enter. And then we get the older sister of the two twins. I believe her name is Tanya. She comes out and she's like, what's up, Belle? And the guard talks to her and whispers something in the ear. And she grips up Belle. She's like, how dare you ask for our help in a family war game? You know we can't help you. Do this on your own. But from being angry and lifting up Belle and shaking him, she gets like this smile on her face and she whispers something in Belle's ear. And Belle gets shocked. And as she walks away, after she drops him, Belle bows and he goes to the corner of the house. And her twin sister's there with Ainz. And he basically asks, I know I can't ask for you to join and help me in this game, but can you at least train me? And she's like, I don't like the fact that we can't help you and that families can bully each other, but I have no problem helping you. And also, the twin sister of Tanya, she's there, and she's actually helping too. Now, if you look in the opening, for those spoiler warning, if you watch the opening, you can see that Ainz is not just fighting with Belle alone. You see Wolf and the two twin sisters there, and some other characters that they're fighting with and against. So Belle's gonna most likely, during his training process, is most likely gonna rank up, not just the experience that he needs to get stronger, but probably gather more allies for this game. Cause come on, he's just one person. No matter how strong he gets, he won't be able to fight a whole household. Not to mention, it was stated in this episode that Apollo has the habit that he gathers other strong players from other members' family, and that he chases them all across the world until they get tired and they give up, and they finally join his gang. So, is he gonna get Bell? I don't believe at all he's going to capture Bell. I mean, come on, he's the main MC, and I doubt they're gonna allow that to happen to him. Most likely, Bell's gonna win. And just how is he gonna win? Because he has a lot of powerful people that he has to catch up and go beyond to actually fight against. Even if he gets Iron's help and the two twin sisters, Tanya and I think Anya is the other one's name. Even if he gets those three help and he has Wolf, there's only 4 other people. Even if you count like 5 or 6 people from the Micah's family, the ninjas, I mean, it's still not enough against his whole family. So Bell's gonna have to do a lot of recruiting at the same time while love upgrading. But this was a really good episode. Again, it was titled the Sun God episode because it was about Apollo, who is the sun god from Greek mythology. Really great episode, really great stuff. Can't wait for next week and see what happens. I want to know, since Bell's going to do more training with Ainz, and the twin sisters, of course, are going to be there. I want to see how they're going to train him and see what further training he does. Because his first training with Ainz was just basic swordplay. That's all it was. There was no magic or anything else involved. But now that they're getting down to the nitty-gritty and getting serious, since Bell's a level 3 new character, this changes the dramatic aspects of the fight. And maybe Bell might learn more things. Or maybe get a stronger fireball. Who knows? That's just my theory and prediction. But let me know down below what you like and didn't like about the episode and how you felt about it. But guys, that's all I have for you. Peace and have a good one.